Greetings, friends. I'm back with you again. Some of you all already are familiar with me on YouTube, some of my other work. Some of you have been to my internet website, my personal website, which is cliftonacastile.com or cliftonacastile.info. There you'll find a lot of my articles that were published for peer review, but none of them like this, what I'm going to give you here. I was a former educator and researcher in secondary education. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I migrated up here to Monroe, Louisiana in 2005, right after the Hurricane Katrina. So, I wrote this poem, or you might want to say this prayer, in a church on the back of 2 hymn books. I didn't have any paper. And it was written in December of 2005 in New Light Baptist Church here in Monroe, Louisiana. And I knew no one here. I just dropped here. It's like something told me, why don't you stay here in Monroe? You're on your way to your native hometown of Idabel, Oklahoma. All right, let me get started. I wrote this poem. The title of it is Father Alone. Father, oh my Heavenly Father, I have never selfishly prayed directly for myself, not once, and you know that. But now that I have been stripped of everything that I have, I've been stripped of my health, I have no friends, my earthly possessions have been taken from me, and even my faith has been vanquished to the hollow winds of December. God, I am a casualty of a turbulent storm that washed me ashore in this unknown land that I know no one. I am lost and alone. And as I lay here bare, cold and naked of directions, love has abandoned me. And Father, I'm so ashamed of my position, and I'm so afraid of what lies ahead, for I don't understand my present situation, and yet I'm not sure I yearn for the past. I don't want to go back to that years, those snow years of yesterday. And I know to hope is to risk despair. I have lost control of my inner spirit, and I do not trust fate. I don't want to give fate a fighting chance. I never did. I asked so many times, how can a decent and given and loving person endure so much pain and suffering, whereas some of my wicked brothers go pain-free? You know what all the volunteer work that I reached out to others. Why, God? Why, my God, are you doing this to me? Precious Father, what you see is what you get. All I have is my beaten down and sometimes a very ungrateful person. I find myself down on this muddy and cold and hard ground, and I am without a salmon of serene to help lighten the burdens of my heavy cross. I've carried so many crosses, but I always had someone to help me. I glanced to the heavenly sky for a guiding light, but instead I see a dark sky. Nothing like I've ever witnessed. I feel the wet and cold ground. I try to upright myself, but I'm unable. I just can't stand up. My limbs are limp. I look for a crutch to support my feeble and drained body, but there is no crutch. I try to ask for help, but nothing leaves my throat. I look deep into my mind, into my soul for grace and your direction. And I even beg you for redemption. I ask you to have mercy on me, not to forgive me. But I can't see. I can't see your hands. My quest is not answered. Yet, I must admit, there were many times that I was blind and never was able to see and adore your sweet, amazing grace. However, I now realize man does not come to grace. Rather, grace comes to every man, whether he asks for it, whether he has only a mustard seed of faith, or whether he has a mountain of faith. You don't care what station in life he is going through. When you shine your amazing grace upon a person, his soul is filled in unrelenting faith, hope, and earthly rewards are there. You are the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, the God of forgiveness and mercy. So many times I ask for mercy, and many times I witness evil, jealousy, hatred, and indifference. And my friends, they left me. And it brought me to the point of doubting your existence and your wisdom. You remember so many times I said, God, I do not believe you know what you're doing. You have no wisdom. I even wondered if you care for people who are compassionate and altruistic. But strangely, whenever I tried to be mean, to be hateful, to be selfish and indifferent towards others, you know what you did? You prevented me. And this sometimes made me upset with you, and I screamed at you. I said, let me be evil. When I was on smooth ground, many triumphs came so easily and without much thought of mine. Oh, but there were so many fruitful days that I found myself asking, oh Lord, are you sure I deserve all these wonderful blessings that you have bestowed upon me? What is your problem? I don't even think I deserve the things that you give me. I could choose what fruits I wanted and what would satisfy my reckless and ungrateful hunger. But I foolishly forgot to garner the fruits that I needed for my long journey on this earth. And giving you praise and thanks was merely an afterthought for me. It wasn't necessary, I thought. After all, I'm the one who created everything that's good in my life. There were those unforgiving and gut-wrenching nights when my worn-out heart would scream for true love, and my mind wouldn't see the things that I wanted it to see. I did not know myself and whether I belong in your world. I thought I'd be better off not in this world. I don't know why. I cried so many tears because I didn't understand my role in life. I didn't understand me. And I definitely did not realize that you had given me so much talent, so many good deeds, so much fruitful things. And I threw them all to those days and nights of doubt about you and myself. I was upset with you for granting me goodness. I didn't want it. I ask you once to give me good help so that I may continue my journey and do what you want me to do. And that is to help the less fortunate. They're your children. But you instead seem to give it to people who didn't even care, God. Oh, Father, my faith is being tested like never. And I'm so afraid of the unknown. And I'm too frightened to walk alone. But somewhere I have stored in my mind that a person's doubt is not the absence of faith. Rather, it is a cluttered mind, perhaps, an empty and abandoned heart. A heart that doesn't have what it needs, love, and a soul with no sight. Yet, all the doubts that I had about you and your existence or your heavenly home for us good people, I do hope you will continue to shine your love and grace upon me, because now I realize you did give me grace. And I still want to be your faithful servant. But help me to know who I am. I never have, Father. I want to spread love. And I want to stop doubting you. And perhaps it could be said, when a person have doubt about your existence or your wisdom, you do not become upset. For you become closer to that person because you gave him free will to think. And when man's faith is shaky, you understand that because they are your creation. And no one has faith as solid as a rock all the time. Oh God, oh Father, time after time, I find myself chasing happiness, which seemed to elude me. Maybe I didn't know what happiness was. I'm sure that's the case. I was naive to the fact that you had given me more loving hearts than I could have imagined and that I even deserved. And I should have realized that if they failed me, there was always your loving heart and your amazing grace. Though I'm uncertain of the outcome of where I am right now due to my fear of the unknown, and I am afraid, I will still place my faith in you, something I never did before. And you know that, Father. You know your son, your earthly son. I'm one of them. I know that the God who gave us his son so that we will be forgiven for our trespasses is too wise to make a mistake and too loving to be unkind, even to the sinners. You're always there. And your plans are greater than anything my mind could ever comprehend. I'm remembering something. It was one stormy night when I had lost my directions. I could not see the many faces of hope, or feel the strong hands of faith. And I didn't want to get a fighting chance. Yet on that same night, I felt and I heard your soothing voice. It felt so warm and comforting. And it filled my lungs with that sweet, amazing grace and that faith of yours. It was a rainy night when you prevented me from surrendering to depression and hopelessness. I had given up, and you know it. It was you who read my depleted mind and prevented me from undertaking a sinful and cowardly act that would free me from this earth's pains and suffering. You knew what I was going to do. I had it all planned. I just didn't understand what I wanted. What was your role for me? What was my role? And I figured it was better that I leave this world. And it was the night that hot tears scorched my face and cold blood flowed through my scarred veins. Yes, it was, Father. Merciful Creator, I have come to realize that without your grace and direction, I am little more than a grain of sand on a crowded beach of other souls. But with your ever-present love, your grace, your gifts, and your guidance, I am everything I want to be, and so much more. Oh, yes, I am. Father, help me to get my faith, something I never had. Wash me with faith and hope. Remove doubt and hopelessness and helplessness. Don't let me give in or give up to despair. I know that I am a child of this vast universe now, and with a specific purpose for being here. Oh yes, I know now. I know with certainty that I will never walk alone. You will help carry me if I fall. You'll pick me up. You'll upright me and say, move on, my servant. You are my God of mercy. You will never fail me. And all I ask from you is not to ever forgive me for my trespasses, but that you show me mercy like you will all humans. God, I want to thank you for listening to me. I know I've been ranting, but I now have faith, and not because I'm down on, perhaps it is because I am like some of the biblical people. But maybe I'm like Job. I will never give up, because you are a sweet, loving God, and I must realize it and see that you'll never forsaken me. No, you won't. I thank you, my God. I thank you, Father.